Men are wasting every day because they are not aware that there is war in the spirit. Nothing happens by coincidence. Everything happening is a program written by spirits. The devil cometh not but for to kill, to steal, and to destroy. Let me show you 4 ways the devil attacks men. Number 1 is by ignorance. I'm taking you on a journey tonight. In 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 3, Paul said, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, whom the God of this world. Imagine that this whole world, there is a demonic prince who is addressed as the God. You go to Facebook, you say it's a social platform. I am making friends, I'm becoming popular. And you don't know where pressure come on your soul, that you too will dress naked so that you will have likes. You think it's about likes. You don't know where all of a sudden you become malicious because you want to make dollars from YouTube, and you can destroy the destiny of somebody to make money. All of those things were not there. You don't know when you come under pressure because you were on Instagram and you saw your friend bought a car and the demon is flashing it. Imagine, Martha has bought a car. You are still here. You have not bought car. Is your life going anywhere? And suddenly depression comes and somebody commits suicide because it's on Instagram. Because you don't know that there is a God of this world. Every platform, they enter there and they are looking for souls. But many are ignorant. No matter how you shout, they will tell you, forget all these church people. You know the problem? If you don't know it in time, you will know it in eternity. Ignorance stops the day you leave your body. The moment you come out of your body, all of us will know as we are known. Preaching will stop the day you come out of your body, because the moment you leave your body, the realm becomes open to you. You will know the truth immediately. The problem is that at that point, the truth can't set you free. At that point, your destiny has been decided. The first way the devil attacks men to steal their destiny is by blinding their eyes. The second way the devil attacks men, women, and system is through sicknesses and affliction. I wish I had time to open Ephesians 6 from verse 10 to verse 18. Paul said, having done all to stand, he says, stand therefore. He said, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and power, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. When the devil wants to take over somebody's life, or the influence over a system or a nation, there is an organized protocol. Principalities come first. The job of principalities is to identify the graces that are present and to steal them through deception. So when a principality comes here, for example, he will look for those who are prophetic. He knows that those who are prophetic, they are sensitive, more sensitive than others. And so what he will do is that he will advertise lust to them. If a naked girl is passing here, it's a prophetic brother that will notice her first, because the emotion is high, the sensitivity is high, and because of that perception, the job of the principality is to create a spiritual demography and separate men into quadrants. When it is done, a power shows up. The job of a power is to create an addiction. And so the guy looks at a naked person. Tomorrow he looks again. Next tomorrow he downloads pornography. He thinks, it's something he will do and stop. After 1 month, he wants to stop. He can't again. The guy gathers, people are smoking. He said, let me test. He smokes. He thinks 1 week later he will stop. After 2 weeks, he wants to try. He can't stop again. The principality orchestrated him to go to where they are smoking. A power puts an addiction on him. Before that guy stops smoking, another power will have to come, because now he's a prisoner of war. A demon has shown up. And then when a principality is done, then the rulers of the darkness come. The word rulers of darkness is Cosmos Kratos. They are magistrates. Their duty is to make addictions become culture. And so what you are doing and you thought is an addiction, a point will come, it will transfer to your bloodline. You will give birth to your child. You thought you were cheating on your wife and you were being smart. Your child too will begin to do it. Your great-grandchild will begin to do it. And you are wondering, how did this thing transfer? When you were doing it, your DNA was being altered. That's a ruler working. He turns it to a culture. And then you come to one family, they are womanizers. Come to another family, they are criminals. Come to another family, the devil is taking over a territory. And then when they are done, then spiritual wickedness comes. Now that you cannot come out, the spiritual wickedness now begins to give you gifts. The gift of the devil is sickness, is death, is poverty, is pain, because now you have become an agent. So you are entitled to your wages, and the wages the devil has to give you is death, is sickness, is poverty. So you find one lineage, there is poverty for 10 years. You'll find another lineage, there is madness for 50 years. You'll find another lineage, there is cancer for 35 years. And you are wondering, why are these sicknesses identifying this family? They have followed the demonic program, from principality to power, to ruler of darkness, to spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. That's how the devil works and introduces sicknesses to people. Ignorance, sickness, and then the third way is through sin and iniquity. Sin and iniquity. It says righteousness exalts a nation. It says, but sin is a reproach. The Bible said, flee from sexual lust that war against your soul. Every time the devil sells sin to you and you make a practice of sin, you have bargained your destiny. You have bargained your possibilities, because sin is a transaction in the spirit. God created a man, put him in the garden. Everything he needed was there. The devil came with one language: to sin against God, rebel against God. That's all. And when the man rebelled against God, he lost everything God gave him. I don't have time to show you what God gave man. God gave man his presence. The Bible said, daily in the cool of the day, the voice of God came walking in the garden. God gave man his nature. Let us make man in our own image. God gave man his righteous character in our own likeness. God gave man his life. He planted the tree of life in the garden, Genesis 2:9. And God gave man his authority, Genesis 1:28. Let them have dominion. In addition to the garden, God gave him 5 things: his presence, his nature, his righteous character, his life, and his authority. One transaction of sin, the man lost all. You are the one who thinks sin is fun. Sin is a bargain. Sin is a language of transaction in the spirit. Every time you sin, you lose something. And the devil has fed the generation with iniquity. In Matthew 24 verse 12, it said, because iniquity shall abound, it said, the love of many shall wax cold. Many are lukewarm, because iniquity shall abound. The other day I carried my writing tab. I was jotting. Just because my data was on, a naked woman popped up. I said, what business?